What's going on, it's the RapNerd, and I just got finished watching the 2-episode premiere of Daredevil Born Again. Now, I'm going to start by saying that I absolutely love this, and I was blown away at what they did here. One of the biggest things I was afraid of with Disney Plus taking over the series, and of course them kind of presenting it as like a reboot slash reset and rebrand in the MCU, is that they were going to make it more family oriented and just kind of take away all of the raw grit and even the dialogue and just the story and seriousness of everything. I did fear that, I'm not going to front to you, because you know they have their own TV shows like Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, both of those which I do like, but when we talk about quality and just seriousness, it's two different things between that and the Daredevil series, all 3 seasons. But I'm here to say that this series delivered, man. If this season ends up being like these first 2 episodes, we have a bomb in a good way on our hands, because these first 2 episodes were magnificent. To start off with that fight sequence in the first episode to really get us immersed back into the world of Daredevil was fantastic. The action was great, having that wonder the whole time and being able to see the fight that we saw. Don't want to spoil it, but that fight was something out of a comic book, literally. Like, it felt like a panel came right to life. And not only did it do dope with the action to show us that the choreography and all of those things were going to be similar to what we expect, but it set the tone. And off rip, we know that this is some serious shit. This is adult, and the level of things they're being taken to are just like what we had imagined it would be if they were still on Netflix. And the great thing I loved about it too, again, is it's drama fueled, it's story based. Everything revolves around the characters. We still are with Matt doing his thing as a lawyer, and he even has his own legal group that still pursues cases, and it almost feels like it's SVU, but just with superheroes and vigilantes involved. And I think that that's the biggest part that makes this series so great. You know, the first 3 seasons were like that. It really feels good to see them continue that with this season. It feels like we picked up right where we left off at with the Netflix series. It didn't disappoint at all. I really enjoy how they kind of reestablished Matt with not only the old characters, but he has a new set of characters that he works close with. The knots are tied really closely to what was on the Netflix series. It's not like this is a complete reboot and we don't know anybody. The history of all of those episodes and seasons is still there, so it makes everything intensified because you see the history between Matt and Fisk as they are on these new journeys, because it feels like this story is putting both of them on opposite sides, because they're trying to get rid of an old shell that they used to be, where Matt kind of has left Daredevil alone, Fisk has left the Kingpin alone. He's trying to go the political route, running for mayor. But as the second episode goes, you see those cracks in the armor start to widen and then return back to them old selves. So it just makes me wonder how far we're gonna go. I mean, of course we're gonna get the vintage Kingpin and Daredevil as we expect them to be, but it's just cool to see so much ground covered in these first 2 episodes. Like, things get going really quick. I assumed that some things in the first and second episode were going to be extended and probably be in the middle of the season, but the fact that we're here now in the second episode, it really makes me excited to see where we're going to go for the rest of the season. I even love how they're using this opportunity to kind of be a mirror to real life. Of course, there are a lot of parallels with Kingpin and Trump in the way that he's running his politics, but even more on a sinister level in the realm of comic books. I think it's smoothly written to where it doesn't feel forced, but you can easily see those parallels. The only small complaint that I do have, it was just one small part, that some of the CGI that they incorporated in a certain sequence looked a little bit shaky. Not terrible, didn't take me out, but I guess just comparing it to the seasons on Netflix, you can really see the difference in how certain things were handled there opposed to here. But it's not bad at all. It's just the one thing that you can nitpick if you wanted to. But overall, the story is tight, the characters are great, the performances are fantastic, and there is a lot of moving pieces in this story that I can't wait to see unfold, because they even give Fisk his own personal storyline, not only with becoming mayor, but he's having some issues with his wife that I really see going in the direction to push the story in the way that I personally want to see. That sounds vague, but I don't want to spoil anything because the episode just dropped. So let me stop before I end up spoiling something. As I said, it just dropped. Let me know in the comments what you thought about these 2 episodes, and are you excited for what's to come? And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you. Until next time, peace. RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.